What's going on, everybody? IDK Sports Podcast. You're pretty man. You upside down, big dog. You
I'm trying to
messing
get
up
the
the intro and everything, dog. what's what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About It, presented by IDK Sports Podcast.
Yes, Lord.
And live podcast. You catch us every Thursday live right here on the YouTube channel. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, get the intros out the way. My name's Anthony. Got my man Kenny right there. Got my man Ron down there. No face, no case.
What up?
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? So, this Thursday, this is a good Thursday, talk some recap, get some hate off, get a couple of topics off, it's a little check in with folks. So it's up to y'all, man. Where y'all want to start? I got some things I want to start with, but I'm gonna let y'all go first, man.
I got a bullet in the chamber, but I went first last time, so it's up to y'all, bro. But I am ready. I am ready to get this hate off.
All right, Ron, what you got? You got some hate you want to get off? You got some?
I got my for later, but I want to talk about Tank, man. I hate that. What's up with him retiring next year?
I had a take on Tank.
Yeah,
that was one of my things.
I was ready.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's giving T.O. versus Kambosos vibes, and I don't know how focused he is.
Right.
And Lamont Roach ain't no slouch. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And if you go unfocused to this fight, I don't know.
It's gonna show in the ring.
I don't know. And Tank hasn't had to go to decision in a long time. Since what? Pitbull?
Yeah, Pitbull.
How long ago was that?
It's a minute ago.
Yeah.
2 years, 2-3 years.
Damn. But he talking about he want to focus on his kids. He not really invested no more in the sport.
I think it's more the case of like he's retiring out of frustration, bro. Like you just retired because you just irritated with we talk about it, like damn near every pod, but like these damn sanctioning bodies that's in control of boxing, whether it's WBO, IBF, whoever you want to call them, WWE, whatever the hell they want to call themselves, bro, like they take so much of the fun out of boxing to where like you just sitting on the bench. And all you got to do while you sitting on the bench is hearing the fans talk about you cherry picking. You ain't doing the big fights. You all, like your legacy ain't like that. You not a Hall of Famer. You ain't. It's like, damn, bro, back here, I'm really trying to make these fights happen for y'all, but I got promotion companies and sanctioning bodies that's making it hard to make these fights happen. So it's like, bro, I'd rather walk away from this shit, honestly.
All right, so you think it's more on like the governing bodies, not him personally. Like he's not ducking smoke. It's the people like the governing bodies to be pretty much.
I mean, I don't know the brother personally. I mean, I feel like it could very well be both. Like, shit. I mean, being a dad is important, or being there for your family is important. So I think one of his press conferences, he said like his life after boxing is pretty much just real estate and spending time with his kids. I mean, shit, that don't sound like a bad life to me, but if it come down to like just being done with the sport, it's like there's a lot that goes into like making these fights happen, and why they're so few and far between. You literally gotta get so many people to play ball. It's like it's not even worth it.
But then also like boxing ain't like one of those sports you can have do neither. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he might not be that same guy that he was in years past. Like people evolve, and he might really feel like, yo, I don't want to be that person anymore. He done been locked up. He obviously has anger issues.
Point.
Like he might really just be like, yo, I don't want to be this. I've made enough money. I don't want to be this person anymore. Like I don't really want to be like Tank. I don't want to be that no more. I just want to be Javante. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And that part I'm okay with regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like as like man to man, I'm okay with. my thing is you can't have box. You know what I'm saying? So getting in the ring with old boy and your mind ain't all the way there.
It's dangerous.
Right.
It's dangerous.
And lose to a cat that you don't really pose to lose to. You know what I'm saying? Now, all things that Kenny said, I agree with. Like, I think like boxing got to start. Like, they got to start fighting. Joker's got to start. The fights got to start happening.
Right.
No more build up time. These guys are in their prime. They stars. The fights need to happen. But nah, money ain't here. Nah, don't do it here. Don't do it there. It's starting to somebody that rocks with boxing. Like I said before, that's why Jake Paul can come in and make fights Tyson.
It's like, okay, if you just look at the facts, right? Then going back to Ant's earlier point, you just look at the facts. You're 30 years old, about to be 31 next year. You know what I'm saying? You got 2 kids. It's like, damn, I gotta be focused. I gotta go into camp for about, 8 weeks to 12 weeks, out the year. That's time away from my family. Now, like Ant said, that this is one of those sports that you cannot lose mental focus. Mental focus is just as important as being physically ready. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be locked in. And as it differs from other sports, you gotta be locked in and be ready to hurt somebody. You gotta be locked in and with the intent to be violent. Now, being caged in that presence of mind and just violence and having to be able to cut that off and go straight back to being the dad and being a family man, that's a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know this ain't the discussion to have it, but to be locked in a violent mind state and to, have to use it at a flip of a switch and be a celebrity figure, out in the public, you know what I'm saying? You don't, like I said, most of this time you just sitting on the bench waiting to fight. And in the meantime, you got people calling you all kinds of crazy names that they would never say to you in public.
Yeah.
Mentally, I get it. The mental frustration, like when your first instinct is to pop off on somebody or to be violent, because that's what you trained to do. You know what I'm saying? That it's a lot. It's a lot, and still had to act as a civilian too in the same time, in the same breath.
Pace of boxing, when you can pretty much are the main card, get the biggest payday, and just walk away from that at 30. Like, this is when his legacy needs to be made. This is where he solidifies himself as one of the greatest pound-for-pound boxers in his weight class. For him to walk away at 30 is crazy to me, especially when he's on top. He's the best boxer in the world, and you're just going to walk away from the...
I think he already solidified as a pound-for-pound great in his weight class. That's why he can walk away. Me personally, I think he's already there. Who else you got to fight? Who else really scares you? They say, yo, Tank gonna beat him. Tank can beat him.
The last killer that was out there, honestly, which I think he was originally aiming for, was Lomachenko. That was the last killer.
And Lomachenko is ducking. He ducking.
That was the last killer. Now, if you want to talk about some of the youngins that's running around now, whether it's Haney, whether it's T.O.,
who Lawsuit Haney? You talking about Lawsuit Haney?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Anybody out there? You
talking about Lawsuit Haney?
Anybody out there on the market now? They ain't posing no threat. They ain't posing no threat like that. But I look at it like, again, you're 30 years old. His defense has been sharp enough to where he hasn't taken any damage. You know what I'm saying? His back hasn't been on the canvas in the ring. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, there hasn't been nothing that we're like for concern of like health issues.
That was crazy.
So Lee with your mark.
That's why I said his back on the canvas in the ring. I had to be completely explicit.
You tried to slide. You tried to keep talking. Nah,
right.
Nah, that was crazy.
Try to talk my way out of a pause moment. So.
But for the sport of boxing, though, it hurt though. For the sport of boxing, it hurts.
Oh yeah,
he retired. That hurts. That hurts a lot. Like,
yeah, you're dead in the water.
Who's the next name? Who's another name?
I mean,
like Crawford about to be out of here soon. Crawford don't keep fighting much longer. You can't wear Fury and Usyk out over and over and over again.
Yeah, well, it sounds like it's going back to the south of the border. That's what it sounds like. We're gonna be waiting on Bam Rodriguez and shit. Low key, you see, keep skipping out on that boy from Japan. He gonna be over here soon. So
he's 30 years old though.
That's what I'm saying. He ain't got no signs of quit. He been running through competition.
You still got
stopping. He ain't fight stateside yet.
Let's pivoting. Let's go back. Let's go to football, man. I know some hate. The hate that I want to give again. This college football playoff committee, bro. I'm getting tired. I tried to tell y'all we didn't need 12 teams. We didn't need 12 teams. Now everybody mad that Bama's in there. They're going to look at names. They don't care. They told y'all last year they don't care about what happens on the field. They care about the brand and who can make the money. There's no reason why Bama should be ahead of Miami. No reason why Notre Dame should be there. I'm gonna stand on that. Notre Dame being out of this.
Make that for Notre Dame all season.
I'm gonna stand on that. But we should have just really the way that they're doing it now. They're trying to do it for money. Like people understand they're doing it for money now. But it's okay when a Florida State team that lost their quarterback is put out. But it's not okay now that Miami got Cam Ward there, and they probably most likely going to be looking on the outside end. When Alabama lost to a 6-6 Oklahoma team, it's the brands. It's all about TV money. It's not about play. That's why I said we didn't need 12. We don't need 12. Should have kept it at 4. Or should have kept it at 4. Because it's about brands. It's not about brands. The bowl games now, nobody watched the bowl games. Guarantee you, if Miami, I'm not gonna say guarantee. Don't know Cam Ward, but do you really think Miami and Cam Ward's gonna play the bowl game if they're not in the playoffs?
Heck no. That boy, shit.
So why would you watch? Why would you watch the bowl game? The only person I'm scared of that I don't want to play the bowl game. I think in Colorado, I think Travis is gonna play, and I hope that Deion does right by him and don't try to play him both ways too much in a bowl game that don't really mean nothing. And then he mess around, get hurt, and mess up his future.
Well, that was about to be my first point to what you were saying. That boy Travis Hunter already went on stream and said they're gonna have to pay me $5 million to play that game. He said already he ain't playing in that bowl game.
There's no reason.
If Deion be like, son, I need you. I want you to play. He's gonna play. Come on, bro.
What's the advantage of him playing?
It's not. But we're talking about anybody else. He wouldn't have played. He came to Jackson State for Deion. He's like Deion's. He's like a Sanders almost. He's like the fourth son.
Okay.
So y'all really think if Deion say, Travis, I want you to play? What Travis say?
I don't think. Go ahead, Ron.
I mean, what's the advantage of him playing? Like,
I agree with you. There's no advantage for him playing. There's no advantage. I'm just saying, when you see their dynamic, do you think he tells Deion no?
Yeah, because his future's at stake.
I'll be shocked.
I'll be shocked.
Now, Shedeur, I get why Shedeur should play because he's trying to make himself that number one quarterback. I get that. If I'm Travis, I don't play either. But then again, it goes back to the college football playoffs and everybody wanted to be expanded. The bowl games mean nothing now. You're going to have a bunch of bowl games with a bunch of walk-ons and people that didn't play all year because nobody's going to play because you see everybody hitting the transfer portal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they're not going to play in the bowl game, right? It just now, it's making it like, for real, this was an exciting season. Only though it was one good conference. It was one good conference. Football is going to be exciting anyway. So I'm never going to say it's going to be like March Madness and NCAA basketball because it's on right now and you got top 10 teams playing. Who watching it? Nobody. I think nobody's watching it. But at the same time, it's like in the future, I'm going to see it's not going to be good non-conference games anymore because nobody's going to want to take an L, right? Out of conference. And we're going to keep seeing the same names, whether people like it or not. This 12 team was not about opportunity. This was about money, more TV money. So yes, I'm going to have Alabama there. Yes, Ohio State is going to be there, even though the only good team they played all year was Oregon. And they lost to a bad Michigan team. Yeah. Yes, I'm going to have Alabama there that lost 3 games and lost to a bad Oklahoma team. Yes, I'm going to have Penn State there that didn't play anybody all year. Notre Dame that lost to a Northern Illinois team that I don't even think is bowl eligible. You know what I'm saying? So, like, in a perfect system, other folk would get opportunities. But ESPN down the phone, like, hey, bro, what you doing? I know you about to put Bama in this thing, right? All right, click. And what's the high? Now, Bama above Miami lost to a 9-3 Syracuse team. What's the difference between this and 4? Ain't nobody getting no opportunities.
No, I'm gonna tell you. So in the 4 in the system where it was 4 teams playing as opposed to 12, you already said from the get-go that the bowl games don't matter. From the get-go, we already knew the bowl games don't matter. Ain't nobody watching them. So we're limited to just what in the 4-game system, what's that, 3 games? 2 semifinal games and the championship game. Yeah. So you're only limited to making your money in 3 games. Now you expand that to possibly, I ain't no math whiz, for probably like 6 to 9 games over this next month or so. You know what I'm saying? So at least there you got more viewership. Hey, you can't simulate that much of a March Madness, but at least you got enough eyes to watch this matchup or that matchup or that matchup.
That's what I'm saying. It's driven by TV. So that's who's gonna get in the tournament. My thing is for all the people that said this is gonna give more opportunities for other schools to get in. That's bullshit. If you wanted that, you should have kept it at 4 or the BCS. It's gonna be Alabama. It's gonna be the same teams. Like you're not about to get. Sorry, UCF. You're never gonna make it, most likely. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Get in.
But at least I grew up in the era where I saw Boise State go to the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl and beat a dominant Oklahoma team. We saw real upsets in the bowl game. Nah, big dog. You ain't gonna see that now. You're gonna see the regular blue bloods, no matter how many losses they have, long as it's not more than 3, they're going to be there. Tell me why it's going to be 4 Big Ten teams. Give me a real reason why 4 Big Ten teams are in this tournament.
That's kick-ass.
And none of them played each other. Only reason why you respect Ohio State played all of them. None of the rest of them played all of them. Oregon only played Ohio State all year. The only tough game they
had. I got one counterpoint to that. If it was all about team, name recognition, brands, explain is there Arizona State being in there?
They're only going to be in there if they win the Big 12. If they lose, they're not going to be in there. They're just assuming that Arizona State is going to win. That's the only reason why Arizona State is there.
Right, and they haven't played their Big 12 game yet? That's because they're waiting for that matchup still?
They're projecting that Arizona State is going to win that game. But whoever wins that Big 12 championship game is going to be in that slot. That's basically what they're saying. Huh?
But they get the opportunity to get in there if they win the championship. So
yeah, the Big 12, because the Big 12 is a Power 4 conference. So since they made that deal with the Power 4 conferences, Arizona State don't nobody there because the Big 12 is the Big 12 champion. That's it. So basically, it's locked in for real. Georgia's going to get in.
Yeah.
Who else playing? Oregon and Penn State both getting in, regardless of what happens in the Big Ten championship game. A&M can get in if they win, but Georgia still get in. So even if Georgia lose or win, they're in. Tennessee's in. Alabama's locked in. Notre Dame is locked in. The winner of the SMU Clemson game, they get in. And then I even got to the part where most likely you're gonna have to play Alabama, play Notre Dame, and South Bend. Like y'all say y'all want to see that because the name, but let's be real. Let's be real. What's about to happen? Let's be real. What's about to happen? I'm putting my parlay Alabama plus 21. That's all I'm saying.
You ain't got no. What's they got that Duke quarterback up there, right? Riley Leonard.
Yeah.
You ain't got no hope in Riley, bro.
I'm having hope in none of Notre Dame stuff. I said that all year.
You ain't got hope in the black coach? That's crazy.
That's crazy. Don't do that to me.
Wow. That's wild.
But and then that's all I'm saying. It's gonna be some great stuff. But speaking of, before we move on, let's get just like some quick predictions. All right, let's say like with SEC, Georgia, Texas A&M. Who you got?
Georgia, Texas A&M, Texas A&M.
A&M.
Against Georgia?
against Georgia.
They look kind of shaky this year.
If that quarterback plays good, that young quarterback plays good, I'm gonna say.
I haven't done no homework yet, as far as injury wise. But if that running back's back, yeah, I'm definitely locking in A&M.
So Texas A&M will come to Atlanta and beat Georgia in Atlanta.
For sure.
I'm gonna say Georgia. So book this one. We'll talk about this on Monday.
I just saw Georgia go to 9 overtimes with Georgia Tech. And that ain't no slap in the face of Georgia Tech, but Georgia Tech ain't no damn
people. Georgia Tech can beat people.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they ain't no slap in the face of Georgia Tech, but they ain't A&M neither.
UNLV Boise State. I like that UNLV offense. I don't know if y'all seen it. That offense is crazy. It's like a spread shotgun wishbone type.
They ain't air raid no more.
Nah, they got a brother that runs a young brother that's like an offensive coordinator. I can't think of his name. They run like a shotgun wishbone where they put like 2 backs back there beside the quarterback on the same side, and they'll run the option out. It's kind of they good, but Ashton Jeanty probably run for 200 yards. So I'm saying, boys.
I'm about to say this ain't nothing but like an Ashton Jeanty promo game.
And Jeanty, we trust, man. I got Boise State.
Then we got the Big 12, Arizona State, Iowa State. Iowa State was hot at the beginning of the year. But Arizona State down the stretch that beat everybody they had to beat. So I'm going to say Arizona State on that
one.
Oh, I don't got one in that one.
I ain't seen enough of Arizona State this year. I'm not going to cap. So I'll just for that reason alone, I'm going to go with Arizona.
So we got – no, it's Texas, Georgia. It's not A&M, Georgia. It's Texas, Georgia. I'm sorry. I still take Georgia over Texas.
Oh, Texas, Georgia. Ooh. Shit.
Play? I'm taking Texas. If Arch play, I'm taking Texas.
Arch played that last game. I think he came in second quarter?
Yeah.
And got a touchdown.
Yeah, hell nah. That ass whooping, that type of ass whooping, that wasn't no fluke. that
you got Georgia?
That ain't no fluke.
So you got Georgia?
I got Georgia.
Are you flipping from Georgia to Georgia now?
I'm still going.
Yeah, I said Georgia can't beat A&M, but they can definitely beat them up. They can definitely beat the motherfuckers out in Texas for sure.
Big Ten championship, Penn State, Oregon.
That's gonna be a good one.
No, it's not. Oregon's gonna whoop their ass.
It's gonna be a good one.
Stop. They make me sound bad. I feel like people think I hate all the black coaches. You know what I'm saying? But it's like.
Nah, you got a problem, yo. Like, you need to check that.
Is Penn State a good football team? Is Penn State really that good of a football team? Is Drew Allard that nice?
All right. Yeah, you talking to draft Drew Allard, or you talking right now competitively Drew Allard? Because Drew Allard, shit, he getting some prospects right now. There's some prospects at that game looking at Drew Allard. Somebody gotta beat him. Never mind. We don't go there. Anyway. You say that, but look at your boy Bo Nix right now.
He cooking.
Watch your mouth.
Okay, and I remember Will Levis too, so you know.
Yeah. I put mayo on everything.
I'm gonna go Oregon in a landslide. I mean, Oregon kills them.
Where's this at again?
In Detroit.
Ooh. Yeah.
No, a lot. It's Indianapolis. It's in Indianapolis.
Yeah, I'm gonna still go Oregon. You right.
And then the last major one is Clemson SMU. Basically a play-in game. If you win, you in.
I'm riding with Dabo.
Can't go wrong with Dabo, but I'm gonna go with SMU.
I think I'm gonna go SMU too. I think Cade Cutnick he's not it, bro. He's not it. He's not it, bro. He's not
Damn,
it.
Bro. I wish Miami wasn't dropping those games late, bro.
It's some good games. It's a good Saturday for football. You know, a lot of conference. And don't shout out to not somebody hating on some black coaches. And the SWAC championship is this weekend too. You know, Jackson State versus Southern in the SWAC championship game. I got Jackson State winning to go to the Celebration Bowl to play South Carolina State again. You know what I'm saying? I had to get my HBCU up in there because, you know, it's like I'm getting a lot of hate.
hey, that boy running out of swipes on that black card, ain't he, bro?
Right.
That boy running out of swipes.
Speaking of swipes, yo, let's talk about what happened, man. The suspension, the hit, the sliding hit heard around the world.
Oh, damn.
You know, how do y'all feel about it? Do y'all think it is a
dirty play?
A dirty play? Do you think it's Trevor Lawrence's fault? Do you think quarterbacks? Tell me how you feel, man. Who want to go first?
I mean, I saw the clip in real time. It looked like, honestly, a dirty play. Like, but at the same time, I mean, Trevor Lawrence slid late, and then Buddy came and just knocked him helmet to helmet. So when you're in motion and you already see like the QB sliding late, what can he do? He has to pretty much go down and hit him, and the only place to hit him was the helmet at the time. So, I mean, it looks dirty, but I mean, I don't know what else he could have done.
Football isn't played in slow motion. Football isn't played in replay cam. Football isn't played in slide by slide. It's not played in a time capsule. It is played in live full speed. Protect yourself at all times. With that being said, y'all need to pull your skirt up. Pull your skirt up.
Wow.
That's crazy. Yeah, pull your skirt up is crazy.
Man.
Let that black man finish.
Bro, football is a violent sport. Up until that moment, you swear with all this hoopla going on social media, you would think that everybody just got finished with their sensitivity training at work. Like, bro, y'all watching car crash after car crash after car crash every time the ball snapped. Those are grown men flying at a high rate of speed, hitting each other. If you don't think this is modern day gladiator sport, if you don't think that hits like that is going to come and we start putting the moniker on players that they are dirty players, bro, y'all getting too loose with the lips, bro. Too loose with the verbiage. You know what I'm saying? This dirty player shit is quickly becoming like a buzzword or a label to put on somebody. You know what I'm saying? They are playing competitively. Trevor Lawrence should have stayed where it's safe and stayed his ass on the sidewalk and not get out here in the streets with these dogs. Because, bro, maybe you would have kept your lid on your shoulders. But instead, you ducked too late. Word to future, you ducked too late and you got clipped. That's it. Move on. Play the game, bro. Now, I'm all about the Jags teammates coming out there and catching the fade. Let's get to it.
But can we also say, okay, yes, I'm still a big person on the protections in the game. I do not think you should be able to launch yourself at somebody in the air, your full body. Some of the protections in the game, I think, are absolutely needed. Absolutely needed. I do think you got to protect the quarterbacks in the pocket and protect the quarterbacks as much as you can without taking away from the game because, like it or not, they're the money makers. You know what I'm saying? Now, with this play specifically, don't want to call him a dirty player, but the hit was kind of nasty with the forearm to the chest and everything. The forearm made it nasty. That forearm was nasty. I ain't gonna lie. When he came in with the forearm,
he kind of leaned in.
That was nasty. That was nasty work. All right. Now, do I think also two things can be true? Trevor Lawrence slid late.
He did.
Slid very late. And I don't like we had the Kenny Pickett face slide at Pittsburgh. You know, Patrick Mahomes tiptoes the sidelines all the time. You know, I do think quarterbacks should protect themselves better. Like, if you're going to go late, slide late, and try to get all the yardage, you might as well dive. You know what I'm saying? Instead of slide. But I don't want this to be just a conversation that either is like everybody got to be on one side or the other. Like, oh, the game's too soft. Oh, this, that, that. Because two things, what happened, what the game that we saw in the early 2000s, mid 2000, 2010, that game was, who was taught how to tackle like that? And then like half the guys that's been like, quote unquote, I can't say it on YouTube, unaliving themselves, have been defensive guys, the guys that was launching their body. So the protection still need to be there. But at the same time, quarterbacks do need to protect themselves. But that hit was nasty. I would say it was nasty. I won't say a dirty player. That was a nasty hit.
I would like to introduce to the floor a couple key witnesses. Baker Mayfield, Patrick Mahomes, and I forgot the name of that quarterback. I think, was it Josh Allen? Somebody that did like a fake pass and then kept running for like a first down. I forgot who that was. But and it was like a good ways down the field, way past the line of scrimmage. But in the case of like Patrick Mahomes, who would like try to get like an extra few yards when he's by the sideline and he's running, or Baker Mayfield, who's good for like dropping a shoulder on you. Keep in mind, Trevor Lawrence is about like 6'6", 6'5", probably like 220, 230. Are we having this same discussion if he drops a shoulder on buddy? You know what I'm saying? Like, and now people are making a meme out of you because you just watched this, not for nothing, this fair-skinned man drop you in the middle of the field. You know what I'm saying? And are we having that same conversation? No. But what we did see is an opposing player, should have made a more comfortable or more loving tackle and been more friendlier to a quarterback. How many rules we got to make, bro?
I'm not saying he couldn't hit him. I'm just saying the forearm. The forearm was crazy. The forearm to the neck was crazy. That's a crazy work. Why? Who tackles with their forearm like that? Who does that? You went to a tackle like this? Like who does that? Like what you doing?
Right. It's a dirty play, bro.
Shield up? How you look we doing what thing they do with the horses? They come at each other. We gotta hold the shield up and put the thing.
Johnson?
Right.
Yeah. Like he wasn't trying to wrap. My man he went straight shoulder. The hit was nasty. I think it was a nasty hit.
But it doesn't mean he's a dirty player unless he has a history of these kind of tackles, like James Harrison or
Now that's different. Now I won't say too much about James because you know what I'm saying. I don't know if he listened. He kicked my ass.
Right.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Right, he pull up to your crib right now. Like what?
Right, like that man is crazy, nasty work on. But I knew the suspension was coming. So 3 games is harsh, though. I think 3 games is harsh.
With no pay,
I think 3 games is harsh. A game, yes, but 3 is crazy.
It's the media circus, bro. It's the media circus, bro. I swear, bro, because the rule has been for some time. Once you leave the pocket, once a quarterback leaves the pocket and turns into a runner, you are a live member on the field. All them cushion ass rules was left the moment you turned your back to the pocket. That's it. Now, Brother Aziz, 3 games is crazy. You tapping my pockets. But I think he just got a new deal this summer, unless he on like a 1 year. Don't quote me on that. But brother,
3 games is a lot. 3 games is a lot.
And I think Aziz practiced Muslim, so alhamdulillah, brother. I hope the best for you. But you better tell Trevor Lawrence, bro, I'll be in that field. So please don't. Hey, I think we're safe.
I want to join some hate with my brother Ron. Okay. I didn't talk to him about it, but I want to join this hate. All the smoke is starting to get to me because your man really be out here like he's Michael Jordan, bro.
There you go. Come on, talk about it. Come on. Come on.
My man, every time we talk about a topic, it's not about your life. It's not about He wasn't like that, bro. Good player.
Put a name on it. Put a name on it.
Stack Jackson, Steven Jackson. Right.
It's like every time, bro. Like I watched the B. Jennings one. Man, F talks fast. Bro, we here to talk about Brandon Jennings.
Right.
Which I like that people are really starting to get some of the younger hoopers are starting to get the no brand. Because in high school, I saw him play live. Different dude in high school. Different joker in high school. Like, probably one of the top, like, look at one of his mixtapes. When mixtapes used to come out.
Yeah, one of the best high school mixtapes ever.
Bro, I mean, he played my high school in a Christmas tournament. Man, my high school won, but they scored 50. He scored 50 by himself. Had like 50 and 5, 50 and 7. I'm like, bro.
Was he at Oak Hill at the time, or was he in
he was at Oak Hill at the time.
Okay,
yeah. And then like dude was so nice, he actually went overseas, right? Came back and still got drafted in the lottery. You dog, bro. Dog, but I just saw it and I was like, we talk every interviewer don't have to be about you. We talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's the thing with former players and podcasts, man. Like you look at KG Certified, you look at even
McCurry Hall of Famer though. Like KG, like in the way he talk about it, he'd be like, "Yo, I just play with different intensity, Lord." You know what I'm saying?
Lord, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Talk about it, Lord. You know how I used to be in the huddles, Pete. Don't even be listening, Pete. You don't even be listening, dog.
Right.
Like his stories, like his Tim Duncan story, hilarious. That Mike story with him and your man, he was at Minnesota, he was a young nigga. He was talking shit to Mike.
Oh yeah,
Michael.
We talking shit to Michael Jordan. They're like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. And Mike, you know what I'm saying. Them stories are funny, and like he talking about his work ethic. That's a Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying. When who else? Gil talk about his stories, but really Gil be bullshitting a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this dude really be talking like you know.
Yeah, some people, I mean, Stack is one of them people that just like, I don't know, his ego takes him to a place where he think he should have been an all-star, should have been a Hall of Famer, but in reality, he was a decent role player, but he was never that top guy to be relating with Steph Curry, to relate to Tim Duncan, to be like, yeah, man, we was like that. I showed Steph the way. I let him know. I was like, you can be the best three-point shooter of all time.
When Kendrick Perkins come on, you know what I'm saying? Hey, talk your stuff, black man. You know, when what's my man Harrington come on, talk your stuff. You know, when certain people come on, talking. But when you got like legit all-stars out here,
yeah,
I'm gonna need you to bring it down, bro. Let Matt handle the interview. I really want to hear B. Jennings talk about his high school career and like how he hurt his knee and couldn't come back because really Detroit didn't want him because Reggie Jackson was taking off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really wanted to hear, like, hey, yo, like, you kind of ended it kind of early. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we want to hear the actual interviewee. You know what I'm saying? The person that's getting interviewed. You know
exactly.
Jeff Teague is another good one. He does a great job his podcast. I love that podcast. That junk is jokes. I love it.
Yeah, he's humble with his stuff. Like, he was nice, but he's still lets, like, the interviewer or the interviewee do his thing.
You see,
Draymond,
like,
that piece.
It's the dichotomy of it too, though, right? So with like Jeff Teague, he'll tell you about his wins, but he'll also tell you about his losses too.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like he'll tell you, like, nah, bro was going crazy. Like he dropped, you know what I'm saying?
He said he retired because he tried to guard De'Aaron Fox, and he said that nigga blew past me. I said, yeah, bro, it's time to do it. It's time. I almost blew my knee out. I said, yeah, it's time. He said it's time.
Right, I'm out of here.
You know what I'm saying? You got Draymond podcast, you know what I'm saying? Peace.
Yeah, I stopped watching that.
That's peace.
But that leads to my hate right now, right? I just thought about this hate. Tell me what y'all think, man. I was for it in the beginning, but now I'm hating active players having podcasts. Paul George, he's been slumping, and he's still actively doing his podcast.
Your team being that, if your team is bad and you having a podcast is crazy. Your team being like trash,
yeah, and
having a pod,
yeah,
wow.
Michael Parsons
too.
Yeah, I think, and the only think they're like a saving grace is Marlon Humphrey's podcast that he does every so often. They are right now because the Ravens are still winning. But my main focus is Michael Parsons. Like, bro, you talking about draft prospects? You talking about this defense is like that, man. I wish I could play on that defense, bro. And you think for 1 second you invited back to the locker room, come practice? Yo, get out my face, gang.
Right.
Get out my face, gang. Like, ain't nothing you about to tell me about, like, yo, you had to rank like 5 quarterbacks. They asked you to rank like 5 quarterbacks, and the nigga that you want a team with ain't in your top 5.
Right, you don't put Dak in your top 5?
That's crazy.
That's nuts. That's nuts, bro. I understand not trying to be biased, but fam, look out for the homie. Yeah. It's nuts.
Nah, I just I mean, I can see a pod if it's off, if you win it, or if it's off season, but not when you like PG. You 2-15 in the season, and you having a horrible season, and you still actively like, oh yeah, let me tell you about the game last night. Nigga, get in the gym. Micah Parsons too.
What about it? Like, what about
it? Ross said, do you rap or do you tweet?
Exactly.
Like, I feel that. I do think players should have a voice, but I really think they should do it in the off season.
Yeah.
Because it just doesn't look right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's not a good look. Right.
But you talking about your link in the bio, check out my pod every Wednesday. Let me tell you about the game. How can you tell me about it? Why didn't you do it then? You know what I'm saying?
I ain't like it when Darius Slay did it, and I'm an Eagles fan. So he was doing it last year. I don't think he did so much this year. I haven't really kept up with it, but last year he was heavy on it. And like, bro, he got hella kickback for doing that. Like, bro, the moment your brand becomes more important than the team, more important than the game, then bro, sit it down. Sit it down. Because you're not locked in, bro. And that's the only reason why we watch is to see players that's locked in.
Yeah. I mean, that's some good. I feel that. So I got a perspective for one last thing before we get up out of here. I'm gonna take myself out of it because I am a alum and a fan. We fired our football coach, Dawson Odom. Thank you for your service. And rumors are circulating heavy. I don't know if y'all heard, seen that Michael Vick might be in a candidate or in the running for the Norfolk State job. Now, I'm going to take myself out of it because I'm biased, and I probably have a different feeling from it than a lot of other people because, but help me see maybe from somebody else on the outside looking in what that might mean for Norfolk State if we hire Mike Vick as the head coach.
Can you go first?
I look at it as an act of war. The fact that you going across the tunnel to coach is crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. That is an act of war. I'm against it. I hate it, and I don't think it should happen. This is just knee-jerk reactions. I hate it. But as far as bringing light back to or bringing a crowd back to, not that y'all needed it because y'all sell out damn near every home game, but like
I don't know why.
As far as bringing some other eyes, as far as yeah, that's a lot of people watching y'all lose. That's a lot, but seriously, I mean, bringing a lot of like buzz and generating some activity on that side. For HBU sports in total, go for it. But I hate that you're going across the tunnel. That's my reaction.
I mean, me just hearing the news right now, I mean, one, that's great for HBCU culture. I mean, Mike Vick obviously star power. Everybody knows who Mike Vick is in Hampton Roads. He's a legend. Legend not only just in this area, but legend in the NFL. So he's going to bring a lot of high, coveted recruits there just by his namesake.
Facts.
The disadvantages, and I've never seen him coach, but typically the star, somebody who was great in the league, as great as a player, never really are great as X's and O's. Like, I don't know what he can bring as from a coaching perspective. Now he can pull the Deion role where Deion's more of like the mentor, the kind of like the coach, like he develops players in that regard, and then he puts pieces around him that can actually coach. But I don't know how qualified Mike Vick is to be coaching at this time. I haven't seen his prior work, so I don't know if that's a good fit. But I mean, for the standpoint of revenue and just recruiting, I mean, that's a good look just because of his name alone.
I mean, Mike is my man. You know what I'm saying? I love Mike Vick. Like, You know what I'm saying? Atlanta.
Start with love.
You know what I'm saying? Start with love. You know what I'm saying? Do I think that we need him like maybe Jackson State needed Deion? No, I think we have the resources. Like Kenny said, we have good crowds already. I think Norfolk State just needs to win. I think if we win, the crowd will be there. That we will have 20,000+ there every weekend if we win. If Mike can do that with a good coaching staff, we're getting decent players now. We pulled a 4-star recruit from Green Run last year. We got another couple of 4-star recruits coming this year, supposedly, before we fired the coach. But we got a couple of 4-star recruits coming, and the talent is there. And the fan base is there. Now, mind you, like I tell everybody, like I talk to my pops about it, Norfolk State got started in the Great Depression. So our alumni base is just now starting to get big and older like other schools. So the money is just now, people getting older, people got successful. Now money is coming. You know what I'm saying? We got the money. You know what I'm saying? I just want to win it, bro. And if I think we need to go get a coach. Virginia Union coach is playing Division II playoffs right now in the semifinals or quarterfinals. A Virginia guy coached in Virginia. I think we need a coach more than a name. But am I going to hate too much if Mike Vick is on the sideline? No, because it's Mike Vick. But then I need to see his stat because he never coached before. So I need to see his stat.
So that was one thing.
Went to Tennessee State and brought Hugh Jackson and Jeff Fisher's son with him. Them are 2 NFL coaches, not players, NFL coaches. And he turned Tennessee State around this year and it went 9-3, won the conference for the first time. So I need to see what type of staff he bring if you're not going to bring in an established coach. If you're bringing somebody just to recruit or to be a face.
That was one of my first when as you were shedding light, I was like, damn, what was his coaching experience? So I do a quick Google search. He was a coaching intern for Andy Reid for a season, and then he was, I think we'll say a consultant, or he served in some capacity as a coordinator for an American football, the American Football League. Mm-hmm. I think it was called the Atlanta Legends or something like that. But that semi-pro league or amateur pro league for them. But those after that, there's really no coaching history or really no coaching resume to support this move. Now, does that have to be the end-all be-all? No, because if you got a name, I'm sure he can build a staff that's going to say, "Nah, we'll come coach with you, Mike," and or for damn sure the recruit's going to come there and say "Nah." I want to play on the same team that's being coached by Mike Vick. Same effect, I believe, that drew Travis Hunter to Jackson State.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he pulls nobody like that. I think it's more like an Eddie George effect, more than Deion effect. Deion is one of George. Deion is one of one, right? Deion's a Hall of Famer. Deion is probably over all generations one of the most. And I'm giving too much love to Deion, but Deion is one of the most recognizable people in the world. And then when you say football, hold on, put your hand down. When you say football, when you say greatest football players, you go what? Deion in that top. Come out you're gonna say Deion within that top 5 of greatest football players ever. Not no shot against Mike, but it's levels. It's levels.
Am I allowed to speak now?
Maybe, depending on what you say. Not too much.
Give me 5 players for a fact that was more influential in football than Mike Vick.
Yeah, influential, yes. Nobody.
That includes Deion Sanders.
So Deion and Mike Vick on the same level of
influence in football?
Stardom. Vick Stardom and Michael Vick Stardom on the same level. I mean, Deion and Michael Vick Stardom on the same level. Let's keep that. Are we gonna talk for real? Because Deion,
it might be equivalent. Kenny got a point, I think. Anthony. Madden 04 was crazy.
All 3 of us are the same age. Anthony, you was there. You was there during those Madden days, bro. You was
there. Outside for Deion too.
Do 19-year-olds In the 7.57, yes. Vic is a legend. A legend.
Just in the 7.5?
No, he's a legend regardless. He's an icon. He's a legend. But he's not on the Deion level. The stardom of Deion Sanders. Are we talking? Y'all know who Deion Sanders is? The stardom of Deion Sanders. Vic got that same level of stardom. Am I tripping?
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Damn. Vic wasn't a superstar?
So, okay, let's put it like this. White suburbia woman. Does she know Deion and Mike Vick?
Oh, this boy about to bring up Founder. He about to bring up the dogs, bro.
Right. You see where you're going.
No, I'm not. I'm saying no. Dude, we talk about white people.
Yes.
That do not watch football. All of them still know who Deion Sanders is.
He's relevant
to Vic have that same. I might be tripping. Do Vic have that same thing like Deion?
I think
urbanly with us and people that watch football, and especially with the black community, for his trials, tribulations, and him rebounding and everything, does he sit more legend with us than I'm saying? Deion is like a known by everybody type superstar.
Which generation are you talking about? The boomers?
No, I'm talking about millennials. Any generation,
brother. Regardless if you love or hate Mike Vick because of his legal trouble or whatever, like
no, I'm not talking about legal troubles. I'm saying
this was the point I'm getting at, bro. It's like whether you love him or hate him, you still know who Mike Vick is. Mike Vick was that guy, bro. He was that guy. It was literally in the era. It was him and Allen Iverson at the same time.
Not at the same time, but what?
At the same time.
Nah, Allen Iverson was gone by the time Vic came around.
Vic came in 01. He was a first-round draft pick. First pick in the draft in 01. Allen Iverson was 5 years in the league.
I'm saying, so even when it was like, as far as revolutionizing the sport, bro, he made Arthur Blank get that man $100 million. Arthur Blank get that man $100 million.
He got $200 million contract. He got $100 million with Eagles too.
With the Eagles, bro.
I mean, I'm not saying he's not a star. I don't know the impact. I don't know. I got to see it. I ain't like the Deion pickup. I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't hate it. But I think we should go get a football coach. But I wouldn't hate it. Yeah. I wouldn't hate it.
Agreed. I think off name card alone, he'll draw some recruits for sure. For sure.
And the coaching staff that will, want that exposure because they're next to Mike Vick.
But this pipeline of former NFL players rotating through the coaching ranks. We talked before. I know we talked before on the pod about how it's so hard to filter in black coaches into the coaching ranks, right? Now you see this avenue, whether it's through HBCU, whether it's through any way, getting where you fit in. Shit, you see Warren Sapp turning that defensive line around out there in Colorado, getting where you fit in, bro. If Norfolk State is an avenue or is a route for getting more black coaches into some coaching ranks,
well, right. I push back on that because black coaches already had HBCUs, and only at an HBCU with a black superstar, I think they wouldn't have to have no coaching experience to just jump to be a head coach. I.e. Ed Reed, i.e. Ray Lewis.
My point. He had too much dip on. In the case of
only, he had too much. I'm just saying, if we're gonna keep oranges and oranges, you wouldn't go to William & Mary and do that. William & Mary probably wouldn't even talk to you, but you wouldn't go to William & Mary and do that.
Yeah, he had too much dip on his chip. That's agreed. But for somebody that came in there and believes in the program and wanted to build it organically, in the case of Eddie George, who really wanted to invest into his community, invest into the school, invest into the program, that's cool. Now, if you say, do I think Michael Vick would do that? For sure, because this is the crib. This is the crib.
Yeah.
Of course he'll sow some oats here and get some other people in the ranks. That's what I'm saying. Off name card alone, and if this is another route to get into the coaching ranks, for sure.
I mean, we'll see. It's a lot of HBCU coaching jobs out there. You got A&M.
Yeah.
Alabama A&M. Prairie View fired their coach. A&T fired their coach. They paid $1.3 million to fire their coach. So it's a lot of money. It's different, right?
A lot of money to lose a job.
Right.
A lot of money to pay somebody to go away.
Go home. Go home, Roger.
That's a lot of money to pay somebody to go away. So it's some, like I said, I wouldn't hate it because Vic also has ties to Alabama A&M, so he might end up there too. Don't know. I kind of got an idea. I know some insider things who we might be hiring, but I'm gonna keep that to myself because it's not fact. But I kind of got about a 70% idea who we hiring, and we just gotta wait for that person. But we probably know who we hiring. But shout out to black coaches, man. It's like I throw some hate on black men and black coaches, but shout out to them, man.
Right. Now, shout out to them. Kicking it back in.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I better see you in the front of the line at the Million Man March, brother.
Hey, bro, it's not like ain't no dig and none of them. It's just Penn State ain't played nobody, and Notre Dame ain't played nobody. That's all I'm saying.
Man, I'm watching.
Get a nice bowl game, but I'm not gonna give you credit for beating Army. If I can't give Dabo credit for beating Cal, I'm gonna give you credit for beating Army.
Points were made. Points were made.
You know what I'm saying? But y'all got any other hate y'all want to get off? Any topic that y'all want to talk about? Will we step up out of here?
No, I'm good on my hate.
I'm good on my hate. I feel better now.
Right.
I think I had some hate, but I want to save it for the episode.
Well, I'm gonna give you a prequel to the episode. Do not miss the topic episode when it comes out. Not this week, but next week, because it might be our last part. Because what Kenny want to say in his head about who it should be recruited to play football, we probably gonna get canceled. I'm just telling you, we gonna get canceled. If you say we told me, we gonna get canceled.
Oh God!
Hey, real quick.
Kenny want his football players eating bags.
Hey! Not too soon.
Give him your social.
It's bad, bro. It's bad. I might ice on Kenny and get out. I'm gonna get out the camera.
Hey, all right, real quick.
It's bad. It's really bad. There's no nice way to say it neither.
Hey, real quick, I got some some walk away. We can drop the mic type of hate. This is the last one, and I saw this only because the kids on TikTok are talking about it. All right, real quick, I'm gonna make this fast. I'm not even gonna hold y'all, brothers. So Travis Hunter just had a Heisman moment this last game, right? Went crazy, 100 yards. A ton. And okay, I don't remember his stats off back, but he went crazy. He comes off the field, right? He comes off the field. Okay. He comes off the field and coming trying to go into the warm embrace of his lady. Trying to get some sugar. My man leaned in to get some sugar. She did him cold. The whole side, ugh.
Yeah,
that was
nasty. That was nasty.
His whole mood changed.
He went, brother. He in that clip, he went straight from celebrating to explaining himself. No, it wasn't even me. It was I was over there. Hey, any man in a relationship know what these hands mean. You know what these hands mean. And you start when you do this, it was.
Lucky when the teammates on the side. Hey, bro, help me out, bro. You know I wasn't doing that. Nah,
hey, Shador. Hey, nah, because he ain't gonna lie to you. Shador, was I over there? Was I over there doing? I don't even know him, bitch. Listen, here's my hate. If I just had a Heisman moment, I don't give a damn who I was just talking to over there. You cool with it. Right. You okay with it. I'm about to go number 1 overall. This is just a preview.
We're gonna say, hey, what's your socials, bro? You gonna say it on the live pod, bro? We doing this now?
This is just a preview.
Strategy we doing?
Hey,
you gonna be all right with it? Whatever happened? Because I'm a Heisman? It's the strategy? I just want to know. This is live, because I can't take it back. So I'm just trying to help you help yourself. Because other people gonna watch this.
No, hey, I'm with Kenny on that. She's not gonna make it to the league with him. We saw what happened to CeeDee Lamb.
Thank you.
No, CeeDee Lamb was different. She got ahead of herself. She grabbed the phone. That was wrong. Like, he said, "Hold up,
right?
You too comfortable? you too comfortable? Like, bring it back."
Clip.
And where she at now? She ain't with CeeDee no more.
Yeah, yo, and thank you, Ron. Clip this video right now, and side by side, clip this right now. And we'll talk. We're gonna regather come draft day, and tell me if she's in the war room with Travis. Clip this moment right now, and then a couple months down the line, tell me if she's in the war room with Travis. I guarantee you she don't make it. If that's how she's acting, I guarantee you she won't make it.
Man, they've been together for a minute though.
Hey, what that mean? I'm going to Jacksonville. I'm number 1 draft pick. Right. I'm outside.
Well, speaking of, since we already there, real quick, since we on this topic, how y'all feel about Tyrod trying to kick Dre out the crib?
Let's get into it.
Oh shit!
Like Tyrod is like, why won't you leave? Leave. You got a baby daddy that makes $100 million or $500. How much that dude? How much Jalen Green making?
He just got like $150 million contract.
Making $150, and you want to squat in my house, like
brothers, men of color. It is time to unionize and reclaim our time because there are some travesties going on out here, bro. It's time to stand up. Stand up. Stand up, bro. You squatting in my crib? Shameless. Like
at that point, I'm calling Jaden like, hey, big dog, get her out my crib. Get your baby moms out my crib. Like, I'm not even talking to her no more.
She with him. I don't understand why she want to stay in his crib. Like, that don't make no sense to me.
But I understand. Like, I know the story behind it. Like, she was promised when they was dating. Like, she put like over like $300,000.
She said it was a verbal agreement. He didn't say it was a verbal agreement, so we don't know.
Well, it's a dating agreement. When you dating, like, yeah, you gonna get the house, babe. Soon as y'all break up, hey, get the fuck out. We ain't got no contract. We ain't got no contract. Like, I don't remember none of that. Hey.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
He said, be clear. This is my daddy.
My daddy.
Bro.
Oh man, that's crazy. I just, you know what I'm saying, we got that out. You know what I'm saying? Since the Travis Hunter thing, I just had to see how y'all felt about it. Like, Shorty really in the crib with a whole other baby, another rich baby daddy. I'm like, why you in my crib?
Right.
You know my food. Like,
Dre had $300,000 to throw in the crib.
Yeah.
All right, man, get your money, baby.
I'm about to say she got businesses and child support from my other guy. So.
Oh yeah, nah, she's been in the game for a while.
Right. That's the OG.
Speaking of the game, I saw a Twitter caption that said Bernice Burgo's like the LeBron James of the game. He even playing with her daughter. She playing side by side with her daughter. I said, hey, yo, what we doing, bro?
Hey. You gotta teach them the game. And that's one of the goals.
Yo, let's get up out of here before we say something crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out the IDK Sports Pod, man. Catch us every Thursday live. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? See, we talk a range of topics, and before we go, McDonald's supposed to bring the snack wrap back. So Taco Bell, you on the clock. Bring back the flatbread. That's all I'm saying.
Hey.
And the Mexican pizza.
Hey, that's how they came back.
And I know Anthony about to be grossed out, but if they come up with the snack wrap and the McRib,
bruh, nobody likes the McRib, Kenny. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes the McRib. That cafeteria rib, nobody wants that.
Right.
Keep it away.
This has been another IDK Sports.
hey, boy, they should have never gave you niggas money because y'all bougie. They should have never gave you niggas money.
One of them dudes be riding down the street, and they put a sign on the McRibs back. Oh snap!
Right.
Like, bro, nobody want that McRib. Nah. Nobody's trying to eat that, bro. But
all right. But if KFC started selling gizzards again, who gonna pull over?
Hey, bro, that's a real one. You know
right, that's different. That's different.
And they do sell gizzards in some locations.
Y'all boys eat gizzards? That's me. Y'all boys eat gizzards?
I mean, why not?
Man.
Why not? Hey, bro, hey, ain't nothing wrong with gizzards, bro. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about in the pod. We'll talk about in the pod how Thanksgivings went, because some people, Thanksgivings went better than others.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that topic.
Yeah, so we'll get up out of here. Let's talk about it every Thursday on YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe and like the podcast and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Catch me at IDK Ant on Instagram. Catch my man Kenny at Finessing the Gram. Catch my man Coldwell32 on Instagram. Catch us every Monday at 5 p.m. where you'll get the podcast content of the normal pod that we have every Monday at 5 p.m. on YouTube and all podcast platforms. And you catch us here every Thursday exclusively on the YouTube page, streaming live every Thursday, 9:30 p.m. Until next time, holla.